Hello!
Hello, AOS fans!
It's the Agents of Beastgrave!
And yes, we're behind screens.
Yeah, we are still behind screens, and we're not the Agent of Beastgrave now.
No, I didn't like to say anything.
No, we're the Agents of Necromunda!
Necromunda.
And
Yes, I'm playing Escher tonight.
Ooh. And we're not looking at each other because we're sitting next to each other, we're actually sitting across the table. It's all very socially distant.
Can't reach.
Yeah, he's trying to touch me. So yeah, we're going to be playing Necromunda, you're going to be playing the Escher, I'm going to be playing Goliath. And we're going to be playing the intro mission from the box as a little bit of a learning the, feeling out the rules ourselves and getting used to it all.
Yeah, these initial videos, well, we will definitely very much be us learning the game. So if you do have any polite comments, then do leave them below. If you've got any rude ones, just leave them on Pete's Facebook page. We're learning the game, so we're bound to make mistakes and we're bound to make suboptimal decisions.
Yes.
But it's all about learning the game, isn't it? And obviously, the Age of Sigmar motto is filthy casual.
Filthy casual.
Just going to have some fun.
Exactly. So we'll see you in the Underhive.
I keep getting the reflection in a way, don't I? Like this, like a nodding dog. Oh yes. Anyway, bye.
Hello
Everybody.
We're all set up in the Underhive.
It's a tunnel skirmish.
Ooh.
So, for those of you who've never played Necromunda before,
Welcome to the club.
we've never played before. There are lots of different expansions and various rules. There's a whole new box set out. I say new, it's been out a while, which I've forgotten the name of. Dark Uprising.
Uprising, I think.
Yeah, which is even more gorgeous than this one. And we're not playing that. But there's various expansions, but we are playing the straightforward in the box Underhive Necromunda rulebook. I think there are some FAQs and errata which we haven't quite got a handle on, so we may play some things wrong as people are playing it now. I do remember there's something for the Escher to do with one of their weapons that I think it was an action and now it isn't. But that's how we're going to play it. The Chem Synth isn't going to be an action. I think it gives me pluses to damage.
Yeah. So do shout if you notice those, but that's probably why we've missed those couple.
Yeah, this is not quite our first ever game. We have had a practice run through game, but we thought we'd video this anyway, just because it's nice to have content and it's just a bit of fun, and we can learn. And actually, the best way to learn is for you guys to tell us what we've done wrong.
Yeah.
So we've set up. It's rather irrelevant, but I managed to, I think, win the roll. Got Pete to set up, but we've set up in 2 groups of 3.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforwardly. In my test game, I did in groups of 2, and Pete kind of divided and conquered, I think.
You also end up setting something down this corridor. These dark areas are walls, which we haven't got any models for because you don't get them in the box. So we didn't want to play with anything extra new and shiny that didn't come in the box, just because we want to show you exactly how it all goes. So you can't obviously move through these areas because they are walls. Yeah,
you basically just shot me down here. It was all messy. And although I cheated by playing one of the rules wrong, so that was quite good.
That's true.
It made it much closer than it needed.
I think you did actually win in the end because you killed someone. It's like, I just have to roll a dice and you're dead. Oh, that's a shame. Never mind.
Yeah, that's how I play. That's how I beat my kids.
So we've picked our two tactics cards because we are pretty evenly matched in points. It's about 805 to 835, something like that. So
I think I had 900 in the end, 905.
Was it 905? Yeah. Oh, okay. So so it's still pretty close. There's not 100 points in it, so neither of us get any extras. We've both picked our cards, which we're going to keep and secret, obviously, as you do.
Yeah, I mean, I've really got no idea what are good, so I just picked them because they look quite interesting. I wanted to pick some Escher ones, but they're mainly traps, and I did play a trap last time, and it wasn't very good.
It seemed a bit naff, so we didn't. We decided we hate traps now. So
we hate traps. Yeah, tell us why we're wrong.
Yeah, in the comments below. So you are seeing us almost pretty much, for the most part, learning this game from scratch. So we are going to try and explain some of the stuff as we go along, for anybody out there who's new to this or anybody who just likes to know what's happening, basically. So we are all set up, and the first thing we have to do is we then obviously, and we're probably going to also, I'm just going to add in here, we're probably going to use a lot of Underworld's terminology when we shouldn't be, and we should be calling it something else. So if we call it the wrong thing, you're just going to have to bear with us on that one. So it's time to roll off at the start though. We both roll a dice, and whoever gets the highest gets to go first, basically. So I roll, and I get a 5. A mighty Goliath 5. Oh, Robin rolls 5 as well. I guess we've got to roll again.
2.
6. So that means I get the activation marker, which we don't have right now, so I'm going to use something else just to signify that.
I could use this lethal hex.
We could use a lethal hex.
It's a bit like the activation marker.
It's a bit similar shape.
Yeah.
It means I have priority this round, and when it comes to rolling next time, I'll show you how that affects things. So I'm going to go first, and I'm going to activate Varric. It's this blonde mohawked dude over here. So he's going to use one of his actions now. Everybody gets 2 activations, simple or basic ones. You can do as many simple ones as you want. You can repeat the same simple one more than once.
I see.
You can only do the basic ones once. So things like take cover you can only do once. Things like aim are a basic, you can only do that once. Shoot, you can only do that once. But things like operating a door, which is simple, you can do that twice if you want, although while you want to sit there opening and shutting a door, not really sure. And you also get double actions, which is a charge, which means you can't do anything else other than that.
That's like a run and fight, is it?
Yes, so I'm going to use, I'm just going to open this door, I'm going to operate it and open it, and then he's going to move forwards. And then he's just going to run 4 inches forward to there. And that's me done. I am finished, so it's over to you.
So if I use the leader, right? They can. If you activate the leader, they can activate 2 other people.
Yes. So when the leaders activate,
Right.
they can activate 2 other people within 3 inches, and then you basically can do all your activations with all of them in
But
one
in some
go.
ways, at this stage of the game, it's less useful because it basically tells you exactly what I'm going to do.
True, but if you're miles away, I guess it just gets it out of the way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I might activate my leader then.
You might, or you will?
I will. So I will activate my leader, and then you're going to do something really tricksy and kill all my people. So I'm going to move. These 3 this way.
Okay. There we go. All 3 of them have moved up in one go, and they've all lost their activation tokens.
Yep.
So I'm going to activate my champion over here, who's Splitter Korg. He sounds like a delightful chap. He's just going to do a double move.
Is he called Splitter because he keeps running away when he's scared?
He might very well. So he's just going to do a double move up to there.
That was a definite phrase in my youth. You Splitter.
And this guy's also going to move up. That is Drago. He's just come back from a boxing match. And that's it. That's me done. So it's back to you for your activations.
I'm going to get Zaran here with her lad's pistol to open the door.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move through the door. So she's going to go there.
Okay. Okay, so it's back to me, and I'm gonna activate my boss and do all of his things in one go. So he's got 3 people in. They're all within. He's got 2 people rather, all within 3 inches. So he's going to activate them all in one go. So I'm going to activate this guy first. Annoyingly, none of them are close enough, so I'm just going to move them all up to sort of behind the door, because none of them have got enough to be able to move up to the door and open it.
Is he carrying like a really big fire hammer type thing, like for smashing doors down?
It's just a massive hammer,
It's
yes.
just a massive hammer. Looks like it's because it's red. It looks like it belongs to the fire brigade.
It's a power hammer.
Power hammer.
And his plasma pistol / 6-shooter. Which
Like
makes no sense.
Like it. So I'm going to put my ladies in the firing line now.
Ooh. Now another thing in this game that matters is actually line of sight, which way you're looking. You have a 90-degree angle at the front, so we are going to literally use the way the model's looking.
We're going to get that wrong a lot. I think
Yes.
they're little arc things over there.
Yeah, we get some little arc sort of jobbies here, which you can use, but we are going to get some nameplates.
Marika, my champion, is going to move up to here and then shoot. So she's got a range of 12, a long range of 12 with the plasma pistol. So I'm going to
Ouchie.
shoot over here at the guy
Drago.
with whatever that is.
Poor old Drago.
At
This is
Drago.
for Rocky. This is for Carl Weathers.
So it's ballistic skill 3+, so I need a 3+, I guess.
You do, but it's long range, so sometimes the weapons might have a negative at long range.
No,
on the 2
there's no
hit.
negative, just a big plus at short range, in fact.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so you got roll a hit.
6.
That's a 6.
Okay.
Now,
So strength 5.
another thing you have to roll is you have to roll your ammo dice at
Oh,
the
yeah,
same
yeah,
time
yes,
to see
yes.
if anything happens.
So the ammo dice is this one.
Ooh,
What's that?
dear.
Is that bad?
Yeah, that
Well, that's
pretty
a good
much.
start then. So she's basically going to be out because it's 5+, so I need to get a 5 or more on this
You
dice.
do need a 5 or more now to not run out of ammo after this shot.
Ooh!
Hey, so she's okay at the moment. So now she has hit. So now you've got to roll a wound.
Yep, so it's strength 5.
So my toughness is 4.
Yep,
and your strength is 5, so it's 3 plus to wound me.
Oh, another 6. Goodness me.
A lot of these.
And that's a -1 AP.
Okay, so I do have my furnace plates, which is 5 plus when you're shooting at the front arc of me. So I get a 6 up save.
6 up. Oh, he
yes.
scored it.
Now, I do get hit, which means I do go down anyway, I believe.
Ah, okay. That's what I've heard.
So, because you did hit me, despite the fact you didn't wound me, or rather you did wound me and I did save it, he is still pinned, which means he's down on the floor. So the shot, if you land it, it knocks them off their feet, or maybe they drop to the ground, you know, bullets whistling around their ears and stuff like that. So he is on the ground, and that means next round he will have to spend an activation, one of his 2 activations or one of his 2 actions to stand up again.
Standing up.
Or he can crawl, you know, if he's on the floor and he just wants to stay there, although he's kind of in the middle of the open, so I'm probably going to stand him up. So that's back to you for your second fighter now.
The second fighter, she's going to move up behind this lady, and that's probably a dangerous thing to do because you can blow them all up. But can she shoot through there?
Yep, she can see him again, so he might be on the floor, but he can still be shot
and there's no negative or bonuses, presumably.
I think there's a negative because he's on the floor.
Can I shoot,
yes.
Can I shoot anybody else then? Can I shoot the other guy? Okay, well I'll shoot you on the floor.
Now, because he's prone, you get a -1 if it's long range. So what's the range of her weapon?
She's got an auto gun, so long range is 24, but short range is only 9.
So it will be long range because he's over 9 inches away.
Yep. She's just got an auto gun. So
okay.
She's 4 plus, so I need to roll the ammo roll as well this time to get together. And I got a 1.
It's a miss.
Okay, it's 2. What does one of those mean? Nothing at the moment. So I got 1 bullet symbol on that. What was
bullet?
Sorry,
bullet hole.
Bullet hole. Well, bullet. Yeah, one bullet hole. What's that for?
So that's the rapid fire dice. Well, it's not the rapid fire dice, but that's for rapid fire weapons, which you have. If you had managed to score a hit, but you rolled a 2, so you don't, you would have hit once in that instance. But if you'd rolled the one with the 2 or the 3 pictures, bullet holes, then you would have scored 2 hits or 3 hits, and they can either all go against the same person, or if there are other people within range and line of sight, you could have spread them out amongst those as you spray the air with bullets.
I see, and then so it's got rapid fire 1. So presumably, if it was like a really good weapon, it could have rapid fire 2 to potentially could fire 2 of those. Roll 2 of those dice. I could get up to 6 hits.
You could possibly, but you make
jam it or run out of ammo.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
So that's it. We've done all of our activations.
Yeah.
Everyone is activated, and that is the end of that first turn.
Okay. That's all right so far.
So we start the end phase, and we have to make a bottle test if necessary. Now, at the start of the end phase, each or both players will be required to make a bottle test for the gang if one or more of their fighters is either seriously injured or out of action. Now, neither of us have any seriously injured or out of action people, so we'd have to do that. But what you would do is roll a dice and add the total number of seriously injured or out of action fighters to it. And if that final number comes up greater than your starting number of fighters in the game, then they will bottle.
Okay.
Now with them you have to make recovery tests for seriously injured fights, but we don't have any of those, and make ready tests for any broken fights, but we don't have any of those. So we go on to the next round.
Okay.
So we both roll a dice again. If we get a tie this time, you will get the turn counter.
Do we roll? Oh, so we do roll dice. It doesn't just pass back and forth.
It doesn't, no. So we roll the dice. If we get a tie, then I get it. 3. No, so I get to go first again.
Ooh, okay.
We put the tokens back on the table. So I think I am going to go first, and I'm going to activate my boss first. So I'm going to activate all 3 of these guys.
Oh.
So I'm going to use Nox the Ripper first. I'm going to activate him first, and he's going to open this doorway.
Okay.
And then he's just going to run through it. He's just going to run through to here.
Okay.
Get him out of the way. Now my next blokey, Bone Snapper. Got some very creative names, these gentlemen. He's going to move forwards 4.
It's amazing they became friends, really. What's your name? Bone Snapper. Oh, I'm called the Ripper.
My name's Skullshank. Pleased to meet you. And he's just going to move forward 4 to there, and I'm going to see if I can reach you with my shotgun. The combat shotgun. So I'm going to go with the salvo shot rather than the shredder shot, because I wasn't sure if it was going to reach, but after looking at the template after that, the shredder could have reached. So it's absolutely gigantic.
It's a huge template. Look at that.
Although 2 of them are behind cover, so I wouldn't have got either of those 2. I would have only got the one
okay.
out and open anyway. So I'm going to shoot her with his combat shotgun, with a salvo shot. Now it's not short range, so I've just got to roll my BS 4+.
Your BS is much higher than 4+.
Hey.
Oh, you've got an ammo shot.
And an ammo check. So I did hit. And it is rapid fire one, but I only got a 1, which is a bit of a shame. I think it should be a 3 when you have to roll an ammo check to show they're spraying the bullets everywhere. And my ammo roll is 4+. Oh dear. So he has run out of ammo right now. Oh. So you get a little token to put there next to him. And that says, basically, he's going to have to try and reload his gun before he can shoot it, which basically means you have to pass an ammo check. But reloading is a simple action, so it's not the end of the world. But I did hit, so I do get to roll to wound you. And that weapon is a strength 4 weapon.
I'm only toughness 3, so I think means you need 3s.
3s to wound. No!
God.
Boo. But you are immediately pinned because you got hit. Now that fighter is in cover from at least the angle I'm coming from, which means that I can't shoot at her now because she is on the floor and she's behind a half a piece of wall, so you can't shoot at what you can't see.
No, that's true.
I'm just going to move my boss up to here. Double move over to there. He's not going to do anything else right now, which I might regret, but I don't really know what I'm doing right now, so it doesn't make much difference at all.
I don't know what to do with my leader.
And then it's over to you.
Well, I might as well activate those 3 then. I don't think you're going to come down there and attack me with those guys. So
I can't reach.
Exactly, so I might as well do all 3. So the leader, I'll do the leader first. She's going to go up behind here and then shoot at this guy here.
Knocks the Ripper.
With her, I'm going to use, she's got a combi bolter.
Whoa.
Does that mean you can choose?
You choose which one you want to shoot.
Okay. I'm going to use the needle rifle just because I can. Which means I'm going to use the chem synth thing, which if I make an intelligence test, something good happens. So I'm going to get 7+ on the intelligence roll. So sort of average roll. I've got a 5 and a 4, so I've done it. So I think that minuses the toughness, did we say?
Yes, so that means now, as per the FAQ on this one, at the start of an activation, an active or engaged fighter with a chem synth can choose to make an intelligence check, and if the check is passed, any gas or toxin weapons that they use until the end of their activation are enhanced, and the target's toughness is reduced by 1. So all my guys effectively have a toughness of 3
for this shot.
Yeah.
I've only hit one person with it, so
you can.
Okay, so it's she's 3+.
3+, no modifiers for
I don't
range.
know actually what's the range, because if it's 9 I get +1. 9 inches I get +1.
It's 9 inches, so you get +1.
So 2 or more.
2 or more.
I really don't want to have to make an ammo check. I've got a 3.
3. You're okay.
Okay, I'm all right. So it's strength 4. Okay, it's toughness 3. So it's 3s to wound.
He is hit, so he is automatically pinned.
Yep.
So in this case, because it's a toxin weapon, instead of making a wound roll for toxin weapons, you roll a dice, and if the result is equal to or higher than the target's toughness, which in this case is 3, or is a natural 6, make an injury roll for them. You don't have to roll for wounds.
Oh, a 6.
So there you go. So boom. So basically you just make an injury roll for them. There's no save roll in this situation. So now we need to roll for injury because you rolled a natural 6. So you roll that special injury dice we got here, and we apply the result.
Looking for a skull and crossbones. Got a serious injury though.
So he is
laid face down as opposed to face up. I realised I laid my face down earlier, which actually was wrong. She should be face up. And they're seriously injured.
So now you move on to your other 2 fighters and decide what to do with them.
Okay, so I'm going to move her to here.
And then she's going to take a pot shot at Skullshank.
Is Skullshank the one who's down? Or the one
No, sorry, not Skullshank. Skullshank's my leader. That's Bone Snapper.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
I'll shoot a Bone Snapper then. So it's she has got a las pistol. Short range is 8, which that is just.
Yep.
So she's weapon skill 4, but it's +1 for short range.
Ballistic skill?
Yes, that too. 4.
You need to roll the ammo dice though.
Oh, yeah. strength 3.
Okay, I'm toughness 4, so it's 5s to wound because my toughness is higher.
4.
No, so he does get knocked down.
Yeah.
Because he is hit by the shot.
So they're both prone now.
They are both prone.
Right, I'm going to move into this corner. I'm going to shoot down there. I think it's still short range because it's 16 inches. So yes. Yep. So it's still short range. So I'm going to shoot. She's got a ballistic skill of +4+, but you said it's -1.
Only at long range when I'm prone. So
okay, long range. So actually it's +1 because she is short range. So she needs 3 or more. I didn't roll the thingy dice. 4.
That's 4, so you have hit. And no ammo check required. Now, are you shooting at Bone Snapper or Nox the Ripper?
What's the difference if I hit?
Nox the Ripper's got 2. He's the one who's already seriously injured.
Okay, I'll shoot the other guy then, I think.
Okay. So you need to roll a wound.
Yeah, so it's strength 4.
So,
oh no, wrong one. Sorry, strength 3. So I need 5 or more.
Yep, because I'm toughness 4 still.
It's a 6.
Oh.
So it's that's damage 1.
4, so I did not save. So it's 1 wound to him. So as he only has 1 wound, you then make an injury roll.
Okay. Seriously injured.
He's seriously injured as well. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so that wasn't a very good round for me so far. So it's on to my turn.
I'd like to say I knew what I was doing. I think that probably makes it worse though, doesn't it?
A little bit. Little bit. So onto my go. I'm going to activate old Drago over here who's on the floor, and I'm going to stand him up for one of his activations, and I'm just going to take a pot shot at you. One of those goes over there.
Hello.
So he's going to shoot at the one with the auto gun with his stub cannon, which sounds delightful. Here we go. That's 6. That's a hit.
Ooh. So she is
down, and now it has a strength of 5, so it's 3s to wound. That's a wound.
Which one? She's not the champion. She's the one with the auto gun.
Yep.
So she has 1 wound. So she's now. You need to roll an injury roll.
Well, you have to roll save first of all.
Oh, okay. Oh, if you like. Save. Save is probably not very high, is it? Flak armor 6+.
Yep.
5. It's not
so
enough.
She's injured because she only has 1 wound. That's reduced to 0. And she's seriously injured.
Oh, I've already put her face down.
Yeah, that's a bonus.
Premonition.
So there we go. That's him done. So it's back over to your activation now. So your champion's down.
And she's down. What could she do when she's seriously injured? Can you...
So seriously
do a
injured
recover
people
roll,
can
is it?
only... the recovery roll happens at the end.
Okay, so she
So
can't...
seriously injured people can only crawl at the moment.
Okay, well I might as well... Can I crawl her undercover even though the other 2 ladies are in the way?
I mean, she's within cover at the moment anyway, so she can't be targeted anymore.
Okay, so I don't need to get right up to...
No.
Okay. How far can she crawl?
Only half a distance, and that's a double move. So you're severely slowed down.
So
in
like
that
to
situation.
2.5. I can move at 2.5.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to do that because at the moment they're quite an inviting grenade target. So I'm going to just move her 2.5 inches this way to make her a slightly less inviting grenade target. So to here.
Yeah.
I'm going to move her 2.5 inches this way. Just crawl down there.
Crawl away.
I realise. So then actually, I only activated her. Possibly I should have activated both of them. I should have activated the champion, but I didn't. So.
Your champ can only activate one other person though. So
yeah, that's true.
So she could activate someone next turn.
Yeah, if she's still alive. And then it's your turn.
So I think on my turn, I'm going to activate Splitter Cork here. He's the champion. He's just going to move round to there.
Oh, hello!
Running right up to the barrier. Only because then he's slightly protected, and he's got some options. Well, that's me done, and it's back to you.
So I'm going to invoke my champion.
Okay, so she's going to activate both herself and the other person.
Okay, now so I can move this lady first, can I?
You can activate them in any order you want.
I don't know if I want to, but I'm going to start by activating old Marika here.
She's going to stand up.
Stand up and shoot him in the face with the plasma pistol.
Ouch, I say.
So I'm going to use it on low power, which gives me an accuracy of +2.
Oh, nice. There's pretty much 2s to hit.
Yeah.
Well, 3 because I've got cover, but
it's 3s anyway.
Yeah.
Because she's a champion,
Yeah.
so it'd go down to +1+, but then
Yeah.
it's 2+. 2+. There's only 1 dice they'll roll, isn't it?
yes.
Oh.
2.
No.
Yeah, it's still a hit.
Just a hit. Yes.
Yeah,
Still a hit. Sorry. Yeah.
And
2+.
no ammo roll.
Okay. So no ammo roll. Strength 5.
I'm toughness 4.
That was 4. So I need 3s.
Yep.
4.
What's the AP on that?
-1.
Okay, so I need 6s. There.
No, and it's 2 damage.
Oh, I think I've got a card for this, just for this situation. Unstoppable Behemoth. Play this attack after an attack is made against one of your fighters before the injury roll, if any is made. The attack has no further effect. No injury roll is made. In addition, if the fighter is pinned, they immediately stand up.
Wow. That's pretty handy.
I'll take your plasma gun shot and I'll do it.
Okay.
So that's pretty much her go out of the way, so it's on to your other fighter.
Yeah, now I could shoot you in the face with my last pistol. Only strength 3, or I could attempt to do a chem synth and run around and stab you in the face. I'm going to do that because it's more fun. Right, so it's a charge, which is 5 + 3, so I think I'll be able to reach.
You'll be able to reach regardless,
Yeah,
yes.
so I'm going to go around there.
So we've got some charging combat going on.
So she's going to try and use a chem synth, so I need to make an intelligence test.
Which you should be okay with.
7+.
You should be able to pass it.
Oh, well, it's an average roll, so 6, I failed.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think that means that basically I'm just stabbing you with something useless now.
A sword.
Oh no, I think it's still got toxin, but it's not chemsin, that you don't get any substitution in toughness,
Yeah.
which obviously makes it slightly less chance to hit. So I just need to hit you now.
So now we're on to the combat phase.
Yes,
which
my
we
weapon
haven't
skill.
done.
My weapon skill is 4+, but I get +1 with the stiletto knife.
So you now get to make a bonus attack action, and you have two. You have a sidearm, which is your last pistol, and you have a melee weapon, which is her. Is it a dagger?
A stiletto knife.
Yeah, it looks like a flipping rapier from here, but
Which is
okay.
Which is a toxin.
So you have 1 attack base, 1 extra for charging, and 1 because you have 2 melee or sidearm weapons. Now you have to split those attacks equally between them as much as possible, although the pistol can only be used once anyway. So you can roll your first attack with a pistol, and then your 2 attacks with the...
I will say we had to look up, that although on the card it doesn't say that my pistol is a sidearm, but you looked it up in, in the general last pistol is a sidearm.
It is a sidearm,
so that gives me an extra attack with the pistol, basically.
It is. So you get 1 attack with your pistol, or you do the 2 with the sword first?
No, it was a pistol.
Oh, sorry,
I used
okay.
the ammo roll.
Good point, yep.
We've got 6.
6, that's a hit.
And no ammo lock or anything. So strength 3, so I do need 5s, which I don't get.
So even though you've hit me with a pistol, I don't actually get pinned at this point because we're in combat together.
Yeah,
So
and you turn and face with me.
Oh yes, we do. And now you get your 2 attacks with your stiletto.
Okay. So my stiletto is +1. So it's 3s or more.
2 hits, and they're toxins, aren't they?
They're toxins, which means you have to make 2 toughness tests.
Well, you do.
Oh, I do. Okay. I've got to get.
So basically, you make a toxin roll instead of a wound roll. You make a toxin roll. So you roll dice, and if you get equal or higher than my toughness, then you just make an injury roll.
Okay, your toughness is 4.
Yes.
So 4s or more. A 5 and a 4. Is that 2 injury rolls?
Yep. 2
flesh wounds.
2 flesh wounds.
What does that do? What do flesh wounds do?
So a flesh wound, the fighter suffers a flesh wound, reduces their toughness by 1. If a fighter's toughness reduced to 0, they go out of action.
Oh, okay, so you're down to 2.
Toughness of 2 now for that poor little chappy there.
Oh, you poor little chappy.
Yeah.
We're funny.
So, and that's it. That's the end of that activation because nobody's taken down or anything like that. You can't do anything else to them. So it's back to me on my go, and I'm going to play another card. I'm going to play Inhuman Resilience. I play this card instead of activating a fighter on my turn. Each of my pinned fighters immediately stands up. Then make a recovery roll for each injured fighter in my gang, treating out of action results as seriously injured.
Okay, so they're not pinned though, are they, or are they?
No, they're seriously injured.
Okay.
But I get to make a roll from now.
Ah, I see. And so you get basically 2 rolls for them, is that? Because you'll get them in the end phase as well.
Yes, exactly. And if there's a chance that if they both recover enough, then I won't have to make a bottle test at the end. So now basically I roll an injury dice for each of these. So I'm going to roll for Nox the Ripper first.
So can he actually die?
He could possibly, yes. But he now has a flesh wound.
Okay.
So he is now just pinned on the floor.
Right.
And I roll for the other guy. And he also...
I feel like the gods have been against me on these rolls, but not in the shooting rolls.
Yeah, everything else...
Like somebody else somebody should have died by rights.
So my inhuman resilience kicks in. And they're both now just pinned rather than actually seriously injured at all, which does help me, I think, in the bottle test phase. And then on my last turn, I'm just going to activate Varric now. He's just going to move up 4 inches to there, and he's going to take a pot shot at your boss.
Okay.
Over the back there, who is in cover. He's got his stub cannon.
He's my champion, actually, not my boss.
5. Sorry, your champion, yes.
Yep.
So it's a 5, and I've got a BS
so she
of 4.
Is shot. She is shot.
So she is hit. I did need a 5 because you were behind cover.
Yep.
So she is knocked down, pinned, and I'll roll to wound. 5, that is a wound, so you now have to make a saving throw for her.
Any minuses?
Nope.
Okay, I do need a 6. Which I don't
1.
get.
Now, what's her wounds?
She's got 2 wounds.
So she's taken a wound, but that's it. So I don't have to make an injury roll for her because she's not down to 0 yet. So that's the end of that round, and we're onto the end phase again.
Do I have to make a recovery roll and link for my lady?
So we have to, first off, we have to make bottle tests if necessary. Now, neither of us have any out of action or seriously injured fighters.
I've got a seriously injured fighter.
You have a seriously injured fighter, so you do need to make a bottle test, and you basically don't want a 5.
Or a 6, really.
Or a 6.
Oh, 5.
Oh.
Okay.
Now, you might be okay, actually, with a 5. Yes, you're okay, because if the final result is higher than the total number of fighters in the starting crew, then you're in trouble. But that was equal to, so you're okay at the moment. You didn't want a 6, basically.
Okay.
So we've both passed our bottle tests.
Can she try to recover now?
Yes, now we go on to recovery tests. Now, I think I go first, but I don't have anybody to recover because they're all just pinned, so it goes over to you, so you then have to roll for yours.
She stays
seriously injured.
Okay.
Now, we don't have any broken fights, so we don't have to make any rally tests, so that's the end of that round, and we go on to the 3rd round.
Oh.
So I still have the marker. I've not another 5. 2, so it's still me to go. So I am going to go first, or I don't even know if I have a choice, but I am going to go first, and I'm going to activate my leader first, and he's going to open this door.
Oh my god, I had no idea you were there!
And I'm going to blast her in the face with a plasma pistol.
Ow! Ow!
Ow, that really hurt. So I do get +2 to hit on this one because it's short range. The only problem is it is a combi weapon. So it's pretty much 2s to hit.
It's a 6, but you've got to roll.
So that's a hit. I've got to roll my ammo dice.
Oh!
So I have to roll this twice because it's a combi weapon.
Right.
And take the worst result. And oddly, that's run out. And because it's scarce, I believe that means it's run out for the rest of the game.
I think it might. Yeah, I think it does.
So he made that one count though. So I'm shooting at her, and it is strength 5.
Yeah. Here comes the 1.
Yeah. Or 2 even. There we are. Yeah, flipping, flatten. So that didn't work. I don't like that. So I have shot with him, but what do I do now with him?
Run away, run away.
Well, I'm thinking that, but at the same time... And for his other go, he's going to go, oh, sorry about that, and he's just going to run over to the side here. So now it's over to you to decide what you want to do.
It's up to me to decide who I want to be. I think I'm going to activate here.
Okay, so your champion and the standing fighter.
Yes, I'm going to attack. Mind if I attack? I can't disengage, can I?
Now, whilst we've been deciding what Robin wants to do, we have realised that when the close combat attack happened over here, I should have been able to make a reactionary attack afterwards.
Yes, I don't think it's really worth my while getting involved in close combat.
Not with that guy anyway.
No.
With the cleaver that's the same size as your entire torso.
Yeah, actually, I kind of in some ways want to be dead at this point. But, okay, I'll attack you.
You're like, yeah, just gonna do it anyway.
Oh, might as well. Well, I can't disengage, I don't think, because you can make a reaction attack on an initiative. So I'm going to try and use the Chemsynth.
Okay. Now you do have to have one weapon with the pistol, one with the rapier, so...
I'll try the Chemsynth first. I've got to get 7 plus. Nope.
Oh.
Failed.
But my toughness is only 2 now anyway.
Oh, yes. That's a good point.
So you're still on 3s to wound anyway.
3s to wound. So I've got to hit you first. So I'll do it with the pistol first.
Yep.
It's there. Oh, it's ammo. It's an
ammo check.
Ammo check. So the pistol is 2+. 6.
Wee, you're fine. And you rolled 3, so that is a hit.
Yes.
What's your ballistic skill?
No, 4+. But it's 4+. I missed.
I think it's 4+ either way, isn't it? Weapon skill or ballistic skill.
Yeah,
The question is, which one do you use in close combat? I presume weapon skill, but it's.
I think it's BS, but you don't use any. You don't use any
Modifiers.
No,
it might be.
For short range.
Either which way,
it's the same.
You missed. Yeah.
Okay, so then with the knife.
Oh dear. 4. Then you have to make a wound roll. Now I'm only wound 2, so you only need like a 1 to fail. 2+ is going to pass.
2.
Oh, there you roll an injury dice.
Here comes a not dead.
Oh,
serious injury.
He's seriously injured, so he's down. Oh dear, oh dear.
Okay, now this lady is down here.
Yeah.
She is going to stand up.
I'm all right.
And she can't really shoot into close combat, I'm guessing, or not without penalties.
I don't know if we're not really in close combat anymore.
Oh, okay. But there's no point in shooting at you particularly, is there? Because
no. But the problem you will have is anywhere else you shoot, she's kind of in the way, so she might accidentally get hit if you miss.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to shoot at you because that's 6 inches away.
Yep. Okay. Shooting a bone snapper.
Yeah. So it's 2+ I need because it's 2+2 at low power.
Yep.
5.
Oh, that's a hit.
So it's strength 5.
I'm only toughness 3 now.
Oh, I didn't roll the ammo roll.
Oh yeah. No.
Toughness 3, so 6.
Oh dear.
So it's -1 AP.
Need 6s. No.
And 2 damage.
So you roll twice with the injury dice. Dead. He's taken out. So Bone Snapper is out. And I've got another seriously injured. It's not going well. So
it's your go now.
My go, is it?
Your turn to activate.
So I'm going to charge, I think, with Varric over here, in hopes to take you down a bit. 2 inches. So he moves 6 inches. Can get me into combat with you.
Hello.
So I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to make an attack. So I'm charging, which gives me 1 extra dice, and he has an attack characteristic of 1. He doesn't have more than 1 melee or sidearm though, so just 2 attacks with him. Wow. He's managed to whiff a lot.
It's good to see your dice rolling is good in both things. Now, because we've remembered the reaction attacker rule,
you get to attack back.
I get to attack back. Do I only attack with 1 weapon or 2 weapons?
No, you just attack with all your attacks.
Okay.
So you make 1 with the pistol.
1 with the pistol.
So that's a miss.
That's a miss, yeah, and then once with the dagger. Which is another miss.
Also miss. Okay, so that's the end of that one, and it goes back to your turn.
So I'm going to use my leader to activate her. This one's just out of range. I'm going to use my leader to activate there, and then I'm going to make a charge action with old Kaya there. Oh no, that's not Kaya, that is Roisin.
Okay.
And
so she's going to charge after Split a Korg over there.
Yeah, so it's... Oh, I'm not that over.
It's about 6 inches.
So it's 5 plus 1. So that's okay. So I'm going to go into there and I'll do a coup de grace, is that right?
Yeah. And that fighter immediately goes out of action. So he is taken out of action straight away. Blick.
Okay, and then that's a double action for her, isn't it? So
yes.
So I've got some victory points there, haven't I?
You will. I think at the end of this round,
right,
we had those up.
And then the leader is just going to shoot at him.
Okay, laying on the floor there.
Laying on the floor. She's going to try and use the chem synth and do a toxin attack with a needle rifle again.
Okay. So chem synth is an intelligence test.
Yeah. Another fail.
Fail. They're rubbish with these chemical.
Fail of 3.
Doesn't matter because it seems that they can club people to death.
Well, true. So it's 9 inches is short range for +1. I think that's going to be 9 inches. Yeah. I don't know whether I'll do it to the base or the head or what, but still 9 inches. So it's +1. So it's 2 pluses. But does the cover count, or am I within an inch of it or something?
It doesn't count.
No.
Because you're shooting from behind it.
Yeah. So just 1 plus. Sorry. 2, But I do
Ammo
need
dice.
the ammo dice.
Yeah, 2 pluses.
2.
Ooh, just about, but you got it.
I've got it. Strength 4.
No,
No, it's poison. It's toxin. So, how many wounds have you? Tell me, you got 1 flesh wound on you.
I have a flesh wound on me at the minute.
So 3 or more, is it?
Yes.
3 or more means I make an injury roll. 6.
Oh.
Injury roll coming up.
Oh dear.
Oh, serious injury.
He's seriously injured again.
Yeah.
Brr.
It's not looking good for you guys. I think I must be doing something wrong. We must have got a rule wrong.
Let us know in the comments below what we've fluffed up.
The Escher is is messing with your head. I was thinking maybe we're playing the Chemsync rules wrong, but I keep missing. I keep failing the test, so I'm
Yeah,
not
so
sure.
it doesn't really matter. Okay, so it's back to me. I'm going to activate Drago over here.
He's going to soil his pants and run away.
Yeah. No, he's going to charge because he's an idiot. And so am I. So he moves a crushingly extra 2 inches. So he moves 6 inches, which should be enough to bring him in range.
Oh, you're going to get assistance.
Yep, so he's going to charge in there.
You're running interference.
So because he has somebody, he's got one of his mates on side cheering him on, he gets +1 to his hit roll. He charged, so I get +1 dice, but he has no close combat weapon, so he's just making unarmed attacks. So 3 pluses to hit now, 2 hits, and then his strength is 4.
Toughness 3.
So strength of 4, 3 is to wound you, 1 wound.
1 save,
And then
6.
Yep.
No.
So I now need to make an injury roll for you.
Oh,
Seriously injured.
Kapow, kapow.
So she's down and she's seriously injured.
And I can't make any sort of reaction roll.
Nope, because you're seriously injured. I'm treading on your face.
Yep.
And that's it. I'm done. So it's back over to you for any of your remaining
I
fighters.
don't think I've got any left. Oh, this one here.
You got it seriously injured. You can crawl a bit.
Go a bit round the corner here.
And then you've got this one over here.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot. I can't reach you to. So I'll just shoot at you, I guess.
Shooting poor what's it on the floor.
Yeah. 4 plus.
You could aim. You could move and shoot if you wanted, but
So I'm just going to shoot you over there. I'm going to aim at you first.
yep.
So it's 3 plus normally. Short range is 12 inches. So it's +1 for that too. So it's basically 2 plus.
2 plus. Yep.
Yeah. 6.
Ammo dice.
Oh, and the ammo dice. Oh,
So you got to make an ammo roll.
yeah.
It's an auto gun, so
I've just realised it's still 2 plus anyway, but she's actually 4 plus, not 3 plus.
okay.
But it's I got +2, and it's 16 inches to short range. So I was reading completely the wrong card, but it's still +1. But it is 2 plus the ammo, so I only needed 2 plus. Which
You're right. It's an auto gun, so the bullets practically grow on trees.
it's a las gun. This one actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Right, so you have hits. So you can roll a wound.
Roll to wound.
Fours, because I have a flesh wound already.
Flesh wound. Come on. No.
No. Okay.
No.
I realised he hadn't activated.
Okay.
So on his activation, he's just going to crawl around the corner here a bit.
Is he seriously injured?
He is.
He is, and got a flesh wound.
Yep.
And right. Okay. Ooh.
So that's it done. We're at the end of the round. So we're on to the end phase now again, and we have to make some bottle tests. So I have to make them first. So here we go. Oh, I have failed.
So what does that mean? That's
That
big,
means
failure big time, isn't it? 6,
Yeah,
'cause that's
yeah.
like 9 or something.
yeah. So I do have a seriously injured person, 2 people out. So that's 6 plus 3. So that is a bottle failure. So I do start fleeing the battlefield. And once a gang is bottled out, fighters may begin to flee the battlefield at the start of the action phase. I have to make a roll and make a cool check for each of the fighters.
If a game bottles out, roll a d6 at the end of the following round, or the end of the following round.
Yes.
Or roll a 4 or more, the battle ends.
Right. So, right, but in the next round they might start fleeing instead of actually doing anything.
Okay.
So it's already, the clock is ticking as it were. And then I can do my recovery rolls because I do have one seriously injured fighter there. So I'll roll for him. Oh,
no.
He's out of action too. So he's off the board.
Okay.
So now that's me done. I haven't got any other rally tests or anything to make, so it's up to you.
So, bottle bottle check. 4. So that
You're
is
okay.
Well, I've got 2 out, so that's
Yes,
6.
that's 6. You have to get more than your starting number.
Okay,
If you
so
start
I'm
with 6,
okay.
you're okay.
I'm
Now you
okay.
can make a recovery roll now for your fighter who's down.
Okay,
Anyway,
I've got
if
2
you don't-
fighters down. I've got 2 fighters down.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so that's a flesh wound for the one over here.
Okay.
Probably should have said that first, but I was doing this one over here. And then the other one over here is
Oh, she's
still seriously injured.
So she doesn't do anything right now, which means I will be able to take her out next round with a coup de grace
If you haven't run off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. So that's it, we're on to the next turn.
You can choose to bottle, can't you?
I think you can, yes.
If we were having a campaign, you might
Yeah.
want to stay alive.
Yeah, and in this case it doesn't matter so much because we haven't got any
No.
territories at stake and things like that, but yes, you could opt to do that if things are going badly. So it's beginning of the next round again, and I roll and get a 6.
So I need to.
I think I've won all of these
You
so
have.
far.
That doesn't done you much good though.
No.
1.
So I still win it, and I'll go first again. So now I have to make some cool tests. Now I start with my leader, because my leader does help the others. If the gang's leader passes their cool check, any friendly fighters within 12 inches are considered to have passed and will not flee the battlefield.
Okay.
So my cool check here is 4+.
4? Wow.
Is that on 2 dice though?
Yeah.
It must
Because
be,
mine's
yeah.
8. Mine's 6+.
10. No, I'm sticking around for the time being at least, and because he's passed, that means nobody else has to make a check because they're all within 12 inches.
You could turn this round.
Oh, I mean, it's tricky. So that's it. On to the activations as we stand. So I'm going to activate this guy here,
Boris. Yep.
Drago,
Drago.
which is actually the one at the back, I
I thought I
think.
already killed Drago. Very confusing.
And he's going to deliver a coup de grace and take that fighter out. Now that is a simple, which means I can do something else.
But you could shoot.
I could shoot, so I will. Now I can't shoot this champion because they're out of my 90-degree arc,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'll shoot at the other one over there.
Okay.
4. That's not a hit because you are in cover. It's a bit of a shame, but there's no ammo roll required. So that's the end of his go.
Okay. I'm going to activate here. I think I'll do both of them. So I'm going to start with her. She's going to shoot you in the head with them.
Just right in the side of the head.
So I'm going to use the high setting because actually it doesn't make, although I don't get the extra strength to do the extra toughness damage, because it's got to be double, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's better for AP and stuff. So and there's no cover this time. So it doesn't make this roll any worse. It's 2. It's enough.
So that's a hit. And
It's a
no
hit.
ammo roll. So toughness 4.
Toughness 4, strength 7.
These are really down.
But it's still through it, so I still need 3s. Come on. Oh, see, I've rolled a lot of 6s tonight.
You're rolling a lot of 6s.
I rolled a lot of 6s. Minus 2 AP
So
and then
it's just
3 damage.
Straight on the. So you got to roll 2 dice on the injury roll, 3 dice on the injury roll.
Come on. Oh, double death!
He's out many times over.
Double death.
And then you can attack with the other one.
Yeah. Well, I've got to make a decision, haven't I? I could charge.
I mean, my hand-to-hand combat is not great, and you have got a toxin weapon.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to charge with her into there. She's going to try a Ken Simp, if that's all right.
Yeah.
So
You've not made one yet, so
no, well, I made the first one, I think, and not any of the others.
yeah.
And I failed. I keep
Still
rolling
failed.
5s.
Well, you're rolling more on 1 dice when you're rolling on 2.
Okay, so I can use. I've got 3 dice because it's charging and the two
Yep.
weapons. I'll do the pistol first. I'll use 1 pistol.
Yeah.
So that's a
That's a hit.
hit. Yes, sorry. And
So
then
it's 5s to wound because I'm toughness 4 and you're strength 3.
nope.
You're.
And
Then the 2 daggers now.
2
These are where it
daggers.
matters.
Yeah, so it's 2 daggers. That's 1 6.
1 hit.
And then straight toughness 4, are you?
Yep. So 4+.
Oh, it went back and forth, back and forth.
And now wound roll.
Oh, well, come on, just do one of the damn skulls. Oh,
No, but he is seriously
just a
injured.
serious injury.
Just a serious injury.
Oh, if only I had somebody in the neighbourhood.
So it's back over to me, and I think I'm going to charge with my boss, Death or Glory time. He's going to use his Stim Slug Smash thing,
Stim slug snatcher.
which would remove a flesh token if he had one, flesh wound token, and it adds 2 to his move strength and toughness characteristic, which is pretty massive. So he's going to roll an extra D3 inches worth.
Get a 1. Oh.
It is a 1.
Okay.
That's 7 inches.
But don't you have to roll to see whether your stim slug slasher works?
At the end. At the end.
At the end. After you've made the attack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you don't like just explode.
No.
You still get the benefit.
So he charges around here into combat with you.
Oh. Has he got a bullet in his mouth?
No, it's a cigar.
A cigar?
It's possibly the smallest piece of plastic I've ever had to attach to a model.
Well, it was separate. It wasn't moulded to the face.
Yeah, it's separate.
Whoa.
It's absolutely insane.
Well, it's obviously got good stuff because he's totally mental.
So I've got 3 attacks base with him.
Ow.
He has got his stubber pistol, so I have to make 1 attack with that. And because he does have a melee weapon and a pistol, which is a sidearm, he gets 5 attacks basically.
Ow.
So 1 with the pistol, I'll do that first.
Ow. Can you use the pistol on your ammo?
Not on the stubber.
Oh, okay.
So that is a hit. It is strength 3. So that is a wound.
Ooh. I can make a save though. Yeah.
Yes. So 5 plus, I'm guessing.
Flak armor. No, I've only got flak armor.
Ooh.
6 plus.
Flack all that.
No.
That's
4,
a wound.
1 wound. So she's down to 1.
Okay, so now I've got 4 attacks with his power hammer, which is strength 4, strength 5, strength 7.
Strength 7.
Strength
Okay.
7.
So that's still not double though.
No, it's not
No.
quite. No, it is. It's over double. Your toughness 3.
Oh, it's for 3. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at my.
So I'll roll a
my
hit first.
Weapon strength.
That's 2 hits.
Oh.
And a 3rd hit.
Oh, I don't think she's going to survive this.
2 wounds.
So she is.
And it's damage 2, so that's 4 wounds in total. So I've got to make 4 wounds in total.
So I've
You've
lost
got
1,
2.
so 3. You've got to make 3 damage rolls.
Yep. Hey, you took your leader out.
So, the moral of that story is don't let that guy charge.
Don't let him get near you. So that's that. Back to you.
So now you have to do the
Now I have to, yeah.
do the stim thing.
I actually do it at the end of the start, the end phase, but I'm going to do it
Okay.
now because I'll forget otherwise.
Ah!
1.
What happens?
So I have to roll an injury dice and apply it to him. Oh no! So he actually gets taken out from that one.
Oh, that is. I mean, apart from the fact you rolled a skull, there's little downside to that. It's pretty immense.
And the chances of you rolling a skull, I mean, it's 1 in 6.
Can you only use it once?
You can only use it once.
Actually, I don't know. I should have checked. I don't know whether I can use my chem synth only once.
That's a good
But
point.
actually, I keep failing to use it.
It's been moot,
Yeah.
really. Oh dear. I've only got 1 person left, and he is down at the moment, and he is seriously injured.
Okay, I've got 2 guys left.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can do anything. So this one's going to stand up.
She's only pinned. She could
Yeah.
start running back towards the combat and maybe take him out.
Yeah, but if you stand up next turn,
Yeah, true.
you can't. Yeah, I will do that. So I'm going to move. I'm going to move 5. I'll just move it here.
I've got no one else. You can then activate your other ganger as well.
Yeah. I'll just leave her there. I can't.
Okay.
I don't really. Well, I suppose I could bring her up. Bring her up here. Like I could move her 10, can't I?
Yep.
I'll move her 10 to there. But you're going to die anyway.
Probably, the way things are going. So that's it. That's the end of the round again, and we're on to the end phase.
So you've lost a lot of fighters now, and if you get a 5 the game's finished anyway. Not 5, but a 4 in this turn.
That's right, because I bottled, so on a 4+ this game ends.
Yeah.
Oh, now I get a 6. That's the end of the game there.
Oh.
Good game, sir, good game. A virtual handshake for you.
Oh yes, we can't do that, can we?
That was painful.
I feel like there's something wrong with the way we play, but maybe there isn't.
Maybe there isn't. I mean, I guess if I get the charges in to start with, I'm stronger than you. Quite a few of my guys have got some melee weapons. If I'd have managed to get a charge in with Split Cork, or if I'd have remembered to do the reactionary attack, then that other ganger might be dead.
Yeah.
Because his attacks are 2 attacks, but they're strength 6.
Okay.
And he has a stim slug stash.
Yeah.
So possibly I would have just absolutely rendered that person to pieces and be in a slightly stronger position over there. maybe.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. I haven't really worked out how you're meant to play the game. I actually did most of my killing, I think, in combat. But I definitely don't want you to charge me.
There was a problem here where my guys were left in the open and they got shot to pieces. And the problem you've got is the minute you get hit, you're down, whether you actually get wounded or not, and that does make a big difference.
Especially for you, because you're quite slow.
Yeah.
So I only have to keep out of range, actually, and then I can just keep taking pot shots, and you keep going down, and then you can't get up. It's an interesting one. It's going to take me a little bit of time, I think. I think there's going to be a game with this matchup where I'm going to get totally taken to pieces because I'm going to get it wrong, and you're going to charge in left, right, and centre.
Well, I mean, as we just proved there with Skullshank, if he can get into combat, he's going to, with 3 attacks base and his power hammer being strength 5 standard, if you get the stim slug stash off, then it's strength 7, movement of 6 base.
I almost have to bait him.
Yeah.
And sort of get you to charge him, and then he's stuck, and then charge. But it's quite hard because you obviously later in the game you haven't got very many people left on the board.
Yeah, and if you could countercharge with your boss, because she's got the toxic weapons and stuff, that is a real big benefit, the toxic weapons.
Yeah, she's got a shot weapon. I don't know what that does. The whip is a shot weapon.
So that means you can engage people from, because it's versatile, you can engage people from being further away. So you can actually attack me whilst I'm engaged with someone else, but I can't hit you back. I can't do those reactionary attacks.
So I kind of need her back a little bit, I think, because her weapon has got a range of 24, actually, the bolt gun bit of it, so I actually probably put her back a bit.
And we didn't have this come up in the game because we worked around it, but the fact that if you shoot past one of your own people, you've got a chance that you might hit them if you miss. And I kind of like that because it means you have people standing in the way. You're like, I don't want to shoot there because there's someone there, and in regular 40k or whatever, that doesn't really count. You can shoot through your own troops without any kind of problem, but here, because it's a much smaller scale, it does matter a lot more.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people will really get the scale of this after editing, but I mean, we've been playing this for 2 hours. I think this game has taken us over 2 hours now. That's massive. We could have got a couple of games of Underworlds in that time.
Yeah, but this is our second game.
True.
So I think it will go down a lot. I mean, we spent a lot of time looking at the rules, working at the order of stuff.
That is true, and I think we could do with a few more. If we could get a couple more quick reference sheets printed up, and I'm going to try and print up some of because you have the really annoying thing of like one weapon has about 2 or 3 special things on it. So you're like, what's that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
And we'll learn that. The more games you play, we'll learn it.
I'm also going to print out like the end sequence page. I'm just going to print that one out because I've got the PDF. So I'm just going to print that one out so I've got it to hand, so it's there. And like the close combat sequence, it's just repetition and getting the hang of it, I think. But do let us know in the comments all the things we got wrong or any things we did wrong.
There must be many things that we got wrong.
Like I'm not sure 100% when you're in combat, when you can make one attack with a pistol, the rest has to be with your other melee weapons. But does the attack with the pistol?
I thought you had to distribute them equally.
You have to, but the pistol can only make one attack.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if you've got like 2 swords or an axe and a sword, you make 2 attacks with each or whatever. But if it's a pistol and a sword,
a broken bottle and a laser, and a lightsaber.
Then for some reason you still favour the bottle just as much as the lightsaber. But if you've got like a broken bottle and a 6-shooter, you can only make 1 attack with a 6-shooter, but the rest go with the bottle. But it's like, do you make ammo rolls for the pistol in close combat?
I did.
I think we did, and I think that's the right way of doing it.
To me, I think it would make complete sense because you're still using your ammo.
Yeah,
I think that would make sense that you would do that.
The bigger...
I enjoyed that. I thought it looks pretty great on the tabletop, even though these are very simple paint jobs and
it's just the basic boards and stuff.
It looks pretty great on the tabletop. I'm looking forward to playing more games.
Yep.
So in the next game, we will be playing the next scenario. So we'll talk about that in the next game. But that'll be interesting. It'll be slightly different makeup, I think, of game.
Yeah, and it's worth pointing out, because we're doing the ones from the book, it's not like a normal campaign system where when people are taken out of action, you would have to roll for injury rolls and all that kind of stuff to see what's happened to them, see if they have any lasting damage. We haven't got that in this because it's just the basics.
No, we will move to that. We're probably going to play at least 2 more basic games, as I said, before we start thinking about campaign stuff.
Yeah, so do let us know in the comments below if you'd like to see us play all of the games from the base box, or whether you just want us to start crashing on into. We have some Cawdor and some Delac, some Cawdor and Delac guys ready to take out into the
it'd be
field.
quite good. I don't know how easy it is. It'd be quite good to get like a 4-way campaign going between ourselves. So we've got 2 gangs each, and sort of, obviously the Delac and the Escher will have to be kind of together. But and so Cawdor and Goliath,
An uneasy alliance.
Yeah, kind of mixing and matching the battles.
Yeah,
would be quite good.
As long as you keep the gang separate, I don't see that being a problem really.
No. And to be honest, there isn't any reason why one of us couldn't play the other person's gang anyway. It's
true.
If we wanted to do an alternative matchup.
So what are you going to do? I'm going to activate your leader and I'm going to jump off this cliff. I'm not sure you're allowed to. Yeah.
Good. She's going to use the plasma pistol. She's put the leader's head and blow it off. Oh, she's failed. Oh dear. She's out for the next 10 battles.
So I hope you guys did enjoy that one. I enjoyed that. It was a nice change to the norm with Underworlds, and it just, as they say, a change is as good as a rest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm, as you know, I find it difficult to play new systems, and I find some of the Games Workshop systems a little bit clunky. That didn't feel clunky at all, which is really nice.
Once we get the basic rules down as well, I think it'll speed things up.
Yeah, absolutely. We wasn't very quick, but it didn't feel like, it's not like, I remember when we played Kill Team, or particularly we played Shadow War Armageddon back in the day, it just felt really over
You have to roll about 6 or 7 things.
Yeah.
And you do still have to roll a fair number of dice. This is certainly not Warcry levels of just roll a dice and that's how many wounds you've caused.
But it's fairly intuitive. I'm bound to be things we've missed, but it seems fairly intuitive at this simple stage.
Yeah.
I do worry that as it goes on, we get more and more bolt-ons. It will get a bit confusing. But also, I hope as we learn our warbands, gangs, then we'll get better at that stuff. I mean, some of the Escher stuff looks really cool that's coming out. I quite like the bow ladies, and I quite like the shadow dead people. Whether I ever get around to playing them, I don't know, but I quite like the look of them.
Yeah, they look pretty cool, and I'm not massively sold on the berserkers for the Goliaths, but then the Goliaths were never my first choice in the old version. But the models themselves, I mean, they were really nice to paint up, and they look pretty good all painted up on the board.
I really enjoy painting the Escher. I kind of thought, I'm going to play Delac, but actually now I've painted all these. Particularly my leader, I kind of think actually I wouldn't mind playing the Escher, especially as they've got the new hotness as well, haven't they? So
they do. That is true. That is true. And I think Murphy's Law, the other 2 gangs, the Cawdor and the Delac ones, they won't have any new hotness coming out like for the next 6 to 9 months.
Which is fine because we've got plenty of things to do.
Exactly. Yeah, we could do without that, and frankly, it'll do us fine anyway.
Yeah.
So do let us know if you enjoyed this. Any issues? Any tips, tricks, suggestions? What else would you like to see with our Necromunda? Do you want us to see us? Do you want some terrain? Do you want us to get other stuff going on here? So we are eager to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want a more kind of narrative style video? Because obviously these could take some time with going through roll by roll. You could condense it down, maybe, but maybe that's not our style. So
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, we'll have to see.
And we might have to try a few games with a handheld camera to see if that speeds things up. That might not speed things up at all, but it might give a better view of the battlefield. So do let us know what you thought about the fixed view as well on the cameras. So we'll see you soon, maybe in the Beastgrave, maybe in the Underhive.
Ooh.
Bye.
Bye.